Friend or Woe? Episode 3 of Wednesday starts exactly where we left off in the previous chapter, with Wednesday captured in the secret nightshade room. The bag over her head is removed and her hands are tied behind her. Cloaked people surround her but she spots Bianca and asks her to take off her mask. Everyone takes their masks off and Xavier asks how she got wind of their secret room. She answers that Rowan showed her. It seems like the Nightshades have been secretly thriving with the permission of the principal. They are now in a dilemma about what to do with Wednesday, who stumbled upon their secret society. Xavier wants her to take the pledge and join them, while Bianca thinks that is a horrible idea. On the other hand, Wednesday cares less about joining their secret society. She frees herself and walks out after calling them amateurs who give kidnapping a bad name. Gotta love her sense of humor. The next morning, the principal announces that students will be expected to do voluntary jobs that day, followed by a community lunch. They will also have a dedication of a memorial statue in the town square and they are expected to behave accordingly. Wednesday is stationed to work at Uriah's Heap, an antique store. The principal also informs her that she signed her up for a performance. She wants Wednesday to play her cello and accompany the neighboring school band at the ceremony. While in town for their respective volunteer jobs, Wednesday tells Xavier that she still thinks Rowan is dead. Xavier doesn't believe her but is willing to answer her questions about the picture in the book. He tells her the man in the picture is Jericho Crackstone, the town's founding father. In the meantime, the sheriff is convinced that the recent attacks in the woods are linked to Nevermore. However, the mayor doesn't share his thoughts and asks him to find the bear and take care of it. He reminds him that Nevermore is the town's biggest source of income, so they can't go around pointing fingers at Wednesday. Asks Enid to switch their volunteer jobs so she can have access to Pilgrim World and learn more about Crackstone. As expected, the day doesn't go smoothly. The three troublemakers start harassing them, but he is saved by Wednesday. Enid and her crush Ajax have a moderately scary experience in the antique store. This, however, does not stop Enid from shooting her shot and flirting with Ajax, who is as clueless as can be. After saving Eugene, Wednesday asks him to be her lookout as she breaks into Crackstone's old meeting house. Whilst there, she sees a portrait and recognizes the girl from her previous vision. She also recognizes the book the girl is carrying in the portrait. Unfortunately, the original book is not in the meeting house. Wednesday's little snooping rendezvous is cut short by Arlene, a teacher. Arlene reassigns them to a new job, but Wednesday is intent on finding the real meeting house. She visits Tyler and runs into Xavier as well, who is volunteering at the cafe. He cautions her to stay away from Tyler, but Wednesday reminds him that she can make her own decisions on who to associate with. Wednesday asks Tyler if he knows the location of the actual house. Tyler is willing to take her and asks her to wait for him, but she refuses. The house is located in the middle of the woods, so she decides to take things with her. At the house, she tries to touch things hoping to get a vision. At first, it doesn't work, but as she is about to leave, she gets a vision. In the vision, she sees the girl again. Her name is Goody. She is being persecuted by a group of pilgrims led by Crackstone. He accuses her of being a witch and Lucifer's mistress. He incites the crowd to throw her and her community of outcasts into a house and set it ablaze. Goody's mother asks her to escape and save herself so she can avenge them. She manages to escape from the house, but Crackstone ends up chasing her. Wednesday wakes up from her vision and spots the monster lurking nearby. She chases it into the woods and discovers that the monster can transform into a human. As she processes this new information, Xavier shows up out of the blue and she tries showing him the monster's footprints, but sadly they have been washed away by the rain. Wednesday is also concerned about how Xavier just happened to be there at that precise moment. He tells her that he overheard her conversation with Tyler and came to make sure she is safe. As they head back into town, he asks her about her visions and warns her that they might not be reliable. His dad is a renowned psychic and has written books on the matter, so Xavier thinks he is an expert by extension. He also tells Wednesday that he is starting to believe that something bad happened to Rowan, as he has been acting weird in his text messages. He also thinks her vision of Crackstone has nothing to do with the future. Wednesday believes that it is all tied together and that Rowan was right about the impending doom. She tells Xavier she won't sit back and whitewash the history of what happened to the witches. She informs him that she is also not going to give up on finding the monster. Wednesday arrives in town just in time for the band performance, starting off the unveiling of the statue celebration. She employs the help of Thing to set the statue on fire during the performance. As everyone runs away, she calmly sits amid the chaos and intensely plays her cello. After the ceremony, the principal is furious and believes that Wednesday is the culprit, but has no evidence. Wednesday swears her hands are clean and questions the principal on her decision to hide the truth. The principal tells her that she can't risk having Nevermore ruined on her watch. She wants to start over and make nice with the people of the town. Wednesday tells her that will never work because most townspeople still hate them. Later that night, the monster attacks someone else and the attack is captured on the victim's camera. Elsewhere, Enid is excited about her first date with Ajax, but he has a mirror accident and is unable to make it. Enid thinks he stood her up and is disappointed and angry. As the episode ends, we see several characters hiding secrets, and the sheriff developing the film from the crime scene. Subscribe for more videos like this.